All right, we should be up and running. Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful morning so far. Let me just do a very quick roll call. We've got Nikki here. We've got Charlie. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Ari. We have Dalton here as well. Wow, we've got quite a few people here. I started the stream a little bit early, which is why I'm even more surprised that there's so many people here. So, like, we're probably getting started probably about, like, 15 minutes early. Oh, hello, Goofy. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Hesitate. Welcome as well. Wow, so many of you show up. It's kind of a miracle. Wait, you all like to watch my content? You mean those subscribers that hit that button actually want to watch me on a live stream? Who would have thunk? Oh god. Dude, Charlie wants to VC? Oh, like you weren't hanging out enough with me in VC, even though I wasn't VCing because I was getting, like, prepared in the background while doing, like, 5 bajillion other things. That was a hell of a multitasking session. I'm actually a little bit proud of myself. I usually don't really do well with multitasking anymore. So it's like, oh, nice. I got so much done. I got a character sheet made for a Dungeons and Dragon thing that we're doing. And I got to chat with people and we got to make lots of stupid jokes. It was fun. Oh, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, I'm doing Dungeons and Dragons soon. I know a lot of people on the channel have been bringing it up. So, that's a thing. That's happening soon. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I'm still working on that aspect of it, but, you know, things are happening. Balls are moving. Things are somewhat going in the right direction. I don't know. I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. They were telling me in the group chat, they're like, you know, you have to make a backstory. And I'm like, oh crap. I'm gonna do like a full, like, anime story background. I'm like, do I go for the isekai? Do I go for the isekai intro? And I think I am. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna go for the isekai. That's how I ended up in this world. I don't really belong here. I'm just fighting for my way to find my way back home. I don't know, I haven't really thought it through yet, but like that was an idea I was tinkering with, and I was like, oh, this will work. This will work, and at least it'll explain what I'm doing here. D&D is fun. I'm looking forward to it. I think I've like only ever played at most like 30 minutes in like a non-serious capacity. With like just a bunch of people who are like, try it. And like, of course, like I wasn't super into the idea back then, so I was just like, I don't know, I kind of didn't take it very seriously. Things have not been going very well for me. My brother saw my Discord account. Oh, were you not ready to have that conversation with them? It can be, that could be, oh, that one's hard to, because it depends on your relationship with your family, on whether or not, like, how that's gonna roll forward. Like, I can understand it can be somewhere on the spectrum of, that's just embarrassing, to, that's a nightmare, I can't believe they found it. Not ready in the slightest. I understand that. I mean, like, I brought this up on the channel before, but somebody who used to watch me as numbers found my Rain account like way before I was even ready to talk to, like, I still hadn't even like talked to my friends and told them I was Rain, right? Like, I was still working up the courage to tell them, like, oh hey, by the way, I'm actually numbers, can be fun. You know, I hadn't even worked through that part of it yet, and one of my subscribers found my account and it was like, yeah, so I get it. It could be really terrifying. And I'm not saying this is the advice that you should follow, because obviously I want you to do, 1, what's comfortable for you, and 2, what's the most safe, and 3, what makes the most sense, right? But for me, I wanted to not let them take the power of, like, outing me away, right? Like, I didn't want to let them have that, so I made
Tea
this.
Leaf has
Oh, Tea Leaf,
subscribed to
thank
the
you so much for
channel.
the description.
Hiya, cutie.
Subscription. Oh, Jesus. I still need my coffee. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to come out. I'm just going to take the step forward, you know, and kind of just like throw the spaghetti on the wall, just see where it sticks. And that ended up being a good decision for me. But that doesn't always pan out very well for everybody. So that's why I'm like, you know, asterisks here. Grain of salt, proceed with caution, do what makes the most sense for you in this situation. Especially since I don't really know. I can only kind of give like... it's hard to give specific advice. Luckily, they said to just keep quiet about it, but conversations are going to be awkward at least. So, I mean, it depends on, like I said, this is all going to depend on your comfort level and, of course, on their comfort level, too. But, you know, this might be an opportunity for you to slowly use them as a resource and get them comfortable with the idea and maybe answer a few questions that they might have. And I understand that it's going to be really weird to bring it back up. But, you know, sometimes even just saying like, hey, did you want to ask me about this? Like, really goes a long way, because some people will just shut it right down and they'll be like, nope, I've got no questions. I don't want to know anything about it, right? Like, you do you. And then some people will be like, well, you know, actually, now that you brought it up, what the hell? You know, like, so it like I said, it kind of depends on them. It depends on your comfort level. It depends on theirs. But, you know, this could be a good opportunity to, I don't know, get a little bit more comfortable with somebody that's directly a family member of yours. It's not always, you know, a glass half empty situation. At least I try not to look at these things like that. I try to find the positive, like, all right, how can we turn something that was potentially not great into a more positive experience? When is the open TTD Discord thing? Oh, so yeah, actually, I do have a schedule. I've been posting it in the Discord. I'm doing it either Saturday or Sunday. I just need to finalize that. I posted it again yesterday afternoon. I think we've got about 5 or 6 people who signed up for it. I might live stream it. I'm probably going to live stream it. So if anybody's interested in open TTD, let me get the link one more time. Hold on a second. Let me grab that for everybody. Open TTD. Where is it? God damn it. There's so many things in the chat. Oh, that's not a bad thing. That's not I go to search Open TTD though, and I can't find what I'm looking for because everybody's talking about Open TTD. There we go. Holy smokes, y'all are really excited about Open TTD, huh? Oh, whoopsie daisy. Can't find what I'm looking for. Okay, all right. So obviously, right, like, there's going to be a couple of things, right? I'm going to moderate this. Not everybody's going to be able to join, right? I'm going to only post this in the Discord, so I'm going to make you go through a few clicks, right? So that kind of, like, filters a few people out who, like, watch this later or are too lazy to actually set this up. So I'm going to repost it again in the Discord. So if you go down to the description and you join my Discord and you go into the general chat after you agree to all the rules and stuff, you can sign up for this. You are not going to be able to voice chat if I live stream this, but there will be a text chat that you'll be able to participate in screen, like on the game. So that will be fun. But I'll go ahead, I'll put that back up in the Discord now that I've had my little spiel about it. Okay, open TTD this weekend. Possibly streaming it. Okay, alright, so there we go. And it's in the Discord, so anybody who's interested in that, go ahead and you click that link. And we'll see if we can get some open TTD going. I thought it'd be fun if we built something from the ground up as a community. So recently I played a game with Gombik and Saltskin and a few other people from the community, and we just did it as like kind of like a casual thing. And it was a lot of fun. So I thought, hey, like, if we could get this on live stream, that'd be even better, right? I mean, it can't hurt to try. Oh, it's gonna be trades. Depending on how many people sign up, we might be able to get, like, teams going. Apart from that, Rain and Leon have inspired me to do art, so I've started making pixel art. Oh, hesitate. You might want to talk to Charlie. Charlie's actually looking for a pixel artist right now. In this chat, Charlie, hesitate. You too. Link up. I think you might be able to help each other out. The URL is broken. Wait, what? Hold on, wait. Is that real? Really? No, I opened it. It works fine. I just opened it. It works. Oh, are you talking about the Discord URL? That thing gives me so many problems. I freaking hate it. Oh, Charlie, hesitate is starting pixel art here in our chat, and I know you mentioned this morning you're looking for a pixel artist, so I don't know. You two might be able to do something together. I have no idea. Hello? I'm actually able to stick around this time. Oh, Alice, welcome to the stream. So good to have you, my friend. Glad that you're going to be able to stick around this time. You know, I love that our Discord has so many artists and programmers and like just various different types of people with like different skills. It's like a little renaissance center in there. You're all working together, working on these like little projects together, making art together, doing music together. It's great. I love seeing it. I've only made 2 pieces so far. Well, hey, everybody's got to get started somewhere. It's all practice, right? I remember the first person who wanted to commission me, and I'm like, you know, I just do this for fun, right? And they're like, yeah, that's why I want to hire you. You look like you have a great time when you do work. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, you don't want to go to a real artist? They're like, but you are a real artist. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not a real artist. Are you kidding me? No way. No way you just called me that. A real artist make money with their art. But they did pay me for it, so it was good, you know. I guess I became a real artist after that experience. So many artists, programmers, these are the 2 most common trans femme subclasses. I love that. But yeah, not only is it true, but like, honestly, like the thing I really like is that you're all working together though. Like that's the magical part, right? Like, it's not like that you're all just hanging out and just be like, yep, I do A+, I do, you know, Lua, you know, like, I don't know, like, you actually are like making things together. I see y'all working together. I've been in the Discord chats where y'all programming shit and like doing stuff together and making songs together. It's great. Keep that up. Keep going. Keep working together like that. That's great. I want to see more of it. Programmer, free grammar. Oh my goodness. Yay, it's my Teto 2 drawing. Oh, that's a good drawing for this morning. I need more coffee. I don't know about anybody else, but this has been a weird week for me. I've been unusually unproductive. I have been trying to find the motivation to get anything done, and I just can't get anything done this week. Like, I'm doing the live streams fine, right? Like, but it's just like, I don't know. I think I just started the week off wrong or something. I just can't find the motivation to get anything, like, move anywhere with any of my projects. I mean, like, all right, so I'll give you a good example of, like, what happened to me yesterday, right? So, oh, hello, Ollie. Welcome to the stream. I feel that, but it's actually been months, and this week is slightly more unproductive than usual. Yes. So, all right. Anybody who's been, like, following along recently knows that I've been, like, struggling with my pain medications, and after consulting with my doctor, I decided to wean off of them. right? And like that's going really well. I'm starting to feel a lot better, right? Like I don't feel like so crashed out. I don't feel so exhausted, right? But there's like one, I still am kind of feeling those side effects a little bit. So like yesterday, for example, you get up to like around 2:30 p.m. and I'm just absolutely completely wiped out. I'm sitting there, I'm staring at my video editor, I've got the file loaded in, I'm ready to start work, and I just can't find it in me to get the work started. It's like it's all sitting there in front of me. All I gotta do is start clicking buttons and start editing. And I can't even find like the strength in my heart to like even like put the shovel in the dirt, you know what I mean? Like it's all there, I just have to do it. And like I don't know, like I'm just completely wiped out. So then I was like, okay, fine, if I'm not tired, I'll just go take a nap. So I go to lay down and then I don't fall asleep. So I'm just laying in bed, like completely inert, listening to a video quietly in the background with my eyes closed and not sleeping. And it's awful. It's completely a huge waste of time. So it's like, what really sucks is like, it's basically being stuck in between being so tired that I can't work, but then being not tired enough I can't sleep. I don't know, I don't know what's wrong with me anymore. I have no idea. But I was just laying there for hours and I just couldn't do anything. I just couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move. I just had the blanket over my head and I'm just like, I'm just gonna be here inert and just not do literally anything. And like I hear my Discord going off in the background and I hear people tagging me and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to get to that later. I literally don't even have the strength to look at my cell phone right now. It's so weird. I don't usually get like that. I do get like that sometimes, but it's like, that's not a usual thing for me. That's not my usual MO. You know what I mean? I woke up this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. I mean, that usually happens for me most mornings. I get a lot of anxiety when I wake up. We've talked about it before on stream. Why? Melatonin makes me feel like I'm drunk. Start to slur my words, apparently. Melatonin doesn't do anything for me. So a lot of people recommend like a lot of sleep aids to me and stuff like that. And like, they all like kind of work a little. So here's the thing, right? Like, so the thing that works the best for me personally is just regular old Benadryl. I don't know why, but just Benadryl, awesome. But here's the problem with Benadryl. One, I've been taking it forever because I do have actual allergies. And two, I don't like the way it makes me feel after I take it. Like, it's a weird kind of sleepy feeling. It's like not a natural sleepy feeling, so it just doesn't feel good. And then you wake up in the morning, you kind of feel like you have like a little bit of like a weird hangover from it. I don't know, that's how I feel with it. Maybe I'm just sensitive or something, but like, Benadryl is not like a great solution. You get like a weird hangover from it. I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, I just feel like this weird Benadryl glow in my like body after I take it. So it's like really uncomfortable for me. Yeah, I'm weird about medicine. I'm really sensitive to medication. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the way like medicine makes me feel sometimes. Like, even like taking like certain like aspirins and stuff, I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't like the way it feels in my body. The Benadryl hangovers are real. I know. I've heard like some stories of people have like accidentally taken like one or two, like by accident too many, and like it won't kill you, right? Like, but like if you take too much, like it increases that effect a lot. So you'll get like really exhausted. It'll feel like a little like laborious to breathe because you feel so tired. Like, it's like uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. You're not gonna die from it, but like if you take 2 Benadryl instead of 1, right? Like, I've had people say like, oh yeah, it's really uncomfortable. I'm sensitive to antihistamines. Yeah, I try not to take it anymore if I can avoid it. It's one of the reasons why I got rid of the carpet in the bedroom. Like, I'm allergic to dust mites, right? Like, so like the easiest thing to avoid taking Benadryl is just not have a source of dust under my feet all the time. Like, that is like the biggest way to fight it. Like, that's why I don't have like a lot of cloth things in my bedroom either. Like, a lot of people probably notice that like most of my art is like either in like glass frames or like in plastic and stuff like that, and that's just to help like keep it clean and like dust it easily, so like I don't have dust build up in the room. Just try a menthol inhaler. You know, they work. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to have like really bad asthma, and I used to have this thing called a nebulizer, and I don't know if anybody's ever seen one before. I could pull one up on stream. Hold on, let me see if I can find like a photo of one or something. Nebulizer asthma images. Oh, perfect. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Give me a second. I'll pull this up on live stream. Okay, so if we come over here real quick. So I used to have one of these when I was a kid. I used to hate it so much. I don't know if anybody's familiar with one of these. Rain, you should start a Fiverr if you want to get back into commissions. I don't know if I want to do commissions from Fiverr. If I'm just being real with you, because people are awful. Most people, not you, not the people in this chat, right? But like, generally speaking, if you're only charging $5 for something, people are gonna ask for, I've been down that path before. I don't know if I necessarily want to take Fiverr commissions. And I don't do work like that. Like, my work takes hours to do. I'm doing things for very specific reasons, and unless I'm specifically passionate about the thing I'm drawing, I'm not gonna do it well. Like, I just know me. So unless like our like ideas are aligned and I'm like equally passionate to do the work, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm also not gonna charge you $5 for it. It's definitely gonna be at least $50. At least $50. Because it's guaranteed I'm gonna put at least a solid 24 hours into anything I work on. If it's not thinking about it or like brainstorming it or doing rough drafts with it, like there is a whole thing that goes into it, and $5 is just simply not enough for me. And I understand there's people who can just draw something instantly and just be like, oh, you want like a picture of Goofy? Sure, here you go, $5. And like, that's fine, but I don't do art that way, you know? It's just not conducive to like the creative like thinking that I like to employ when I do art. And also, I'm just not that talented to keep up with it, just for being real. Alright, give me 1 second. I just need to grab a glass of water. Alright, I am back. Sorry, I just had to grab a glass of water real quick. To be honest, Fiverr isn't just $5. There are artists I've commissioned a couple of times. Yeah, but like when I started, like well, also back when I did it too, I didn't, well, one, I wasn't as talented. Two, I didn't feel as talented. And three, I was only willing to charge $5 because I knew the quality of my work wasn't that great still. There was a lot of reasons why it didn't go well, so like I don't want to be too dismissive of it, but like I don't know, like I work better with people that I kind of just like naturally fall into with like I don't know, this is probably why I'm not successful with my art. There's probably a lot of reasons why I'm not making money with my art. It's a really more of a passion thing. It's always been more of a passion thing for me, and like I use most of my art for my channel anyways, like, so, like, I don't know, that works out for me. Like, I guess I don't really need to make money on it, as long as I benefit from, like, from it, I guess. I don't know. I like to do drawings for people, like, if somebody asks me to do a drawing, right? And they're like, hey, do you want to draw this Miku in this style? And I agree with them, and I'm like, you know, that'd be really cool. In fact, I'm like super passionate about that idea. That's the commission I want to take, right? That's the work I want to do. Anything else, if you just come up to me with your random idea and be like, can I have a robot cat girl that's like pink and purple and blue? And I'm like, I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm probably just not gonna care, and it's not gonna look good. It's just not gonna look good because I'm not passionate about drawing it. But the drawing, you can tell. Like, you can tell when I'm passionate about my work versus when I'm not. You can see when I'm putting real effort into my drawings and when I'm kind of like just trying to do something for practice. Wait, what is VGen? I don't know anything about VGen. Tell me about VGen. Miku and your Wi-Fi, more common than you think. Oh, Miku and my art, way more common than you think. Way more common than you think. VGen is a commission service where people can commission artists. Well, hey, maybe it's worth looking into. I don't know. Maybe I just had a bad experience on Fiverr. You can set your own rates and stuff. Like I said, I mean, I don't mind working with people, but it's just like, it's gotta sync up well, and mostly, like, 90% of the time when I do, like, art, it's because of passion. Like, I just recently, like, Charlie knows, right? Charlie has had to, in the background, basically pull my teeth out to convince me to put my, like, art on canvases and stuff. Because I'm just like, well, I didn't make this stuff because I wanted to make money on it. I just made it because, like, I like doing this stuff. This is fun for me, you know? I didn't draw this to make money on it. I drew it because I felt this way, or I was sad, or I felt, like, a certain mood, right? Like, I didn't draw it because I was like, oh, yeah, people are gonna buy this and hang that up in their house, right? Like, or put it in, like, an art gallery or something, you know? So it's like, how do you put a price on that? And some people would be like, well, that's priceless. And like, I would agree with you, right? But like, at a certain point, you do have to define price. I'd say about $50. That's where I've landed. About $50. I don't see any reason to charge more or less than $50. $50 has always worked well for me. You get a good drawing, and I get to learn and do something fun. And we both benefit from it, right? And it's not the best drawing in the world, and it's, you know, also not the most money I've ever made, but like, that's usually like my middle ground solution to commissions. Please, your dentist? You would think, with like, how difficult I am. $50 for a piece of art? Yeah, I mean, like, well, like I said, I gotta agree to the commission too. I've also had people try to do the foist money over to me, just be like, hey, I kicked you a few bucks, can you do this for me? And I'm like, no. Do you want a refund on your donation? I've actually done that to people before. Somebody like tried to kick me like $15 over once and be like, draw Miku, and I'm like, I don't work this way. Like, oh, sorry. Okay, so I'll give you like a really good living example of why I don't do this. Why I don't do this. Here, I've actually got like real tangible proof too. Hold on, wait. You want me to actually cite my sources? Because Rainy keeps her receipts. I just want you to know, I don't talk a bunch of random crap. I actually have the evidence to back this up. Where is it? Where is that awful live stream that I spent hours on where that drawing was just absolutely horrible? There it is. Hey, there we go. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna pull this up on the... We're gonna pull this up. We are going to watch this. Give me a second. Hold on. There it is. Hey, there it is. Hi. Alright, so this is drawing Hatsune Miku for her birthday. This is probably one of the worst drawing live streams I've ever done in my entire life. It is literally... How long did this thing go for? It went for a long time. Hold on, wait, what's the runtime on it? It was 8 8 hours and 50 minutes of me struggling for my life to draw Hatsune Miku in a way that looked good. It was awful. It was painful. There were people who came into the chat and they're like, Rain, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're still working on this? And I'm like, it looks so bad, I can't fix it. It was brutal. It was absolute, like, I was so embarrassed too, but like, at that point, like, I'd already committed. So like, here, I'll actually pull up like specific parts of the live stream so you can see like where like things went awry here. But hold on, let me play it. So here is like what we were intending to do. So here's like the premise of like the live stream, right? I want to draw Hatsune Miku, but I want her to draw her like she's eating cake, like she's about to have some cake, right? So these are the two drawing references that I have. So like as part of like my standard like typical process, I start to draw on paper. I always draw on paper, always draw on paper. And this part of it was fine, right? So like we're moving along and the drawing is like kind of coming out like okay-ish. Like this part is okay, right? Like the drawing still looks okay. On paper, it was going fine throughout like a majority of the live stream. So where this all started going awry, it's like, okay, this looks okay. It's a little off. The eyes are a little weird, right? But this drawing doesn't look too bad, right? Like this is okay. It's an okay drawing of Miku. I don't know. I still to this day don't fully understand exactly what happened, but when it scanned in and I actually got a good look at this drawing, I'm like, what the hell happened to this drawing? That is not the same thing I put on the paper. It's not, and I don't know what I did wrong, and I don't know the mistake, and I spent hours coloring and trying to fix it over and over. It is literally the definition of insanity, is just trying to like figure out how to color this and fix all the mistakes in this drawing. And it just came out so bad, and Miku looks so ugly the entire time. Absolutely disgusting drawing of Hatsune Miku, and it was for her birthday too. That's the worst part. I was supposed to be drawing a cute drawing of Miku for her birthday, and I ruined it. Oh, it was awful. It was awful. It was an awful live stream. I tried to stick it out, though. I really did. I tried to stick it out. Oh, hello, Lemon Zest. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Sorry, I was crashing out about an old, like, 9-hour live stream I did, where I didn't do a good Miku drawing. Like, Rain became Sisyphus. Oh my god. Just endlessly pushing a boulder up the side of a hill. Is that the one you're mentioning? I think I've got the right one. She looks like she's throwing up a bite of cake. Honestly, that's a pretty apt description of like what the drawing is. It looks so bad. It's so terrible. It's one of my worst Miku drawings. And somebody like tried to be nice to me afterwards, and they're like, you know, there are no bad drawings of Miku. And I'm like, well, there's at least one bad drawing of Miku, and it's mine. I own it. Literally got my name on it. Oh god. Eyes are always hard for me. I've always struggled with them. Oh crap, I forgot to link the stream in Discord. Wahahaha, I've become Raid. Yes, this is something I can do for some reason. Charlie, hey Charlie, what are you doing in my dashboard? That's what. Are you looking at my analytics again? You're supposed to be resting and relaxing right now. It's gotta be like the middle of the goddamn night for you over there. Despite being an editor. And I link the Discord, absolutely. Actually, Charlie, do you mind doing that for me? Do you mind grabbing a link to the Discord for me? Hey, look at that! Hi, and I'm pinning it. Thank you, Charlie. It's currently 10:20. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, I forgot to do my math properly. Charlie also bought my first abstract art drawing. I've been asking them to hang it up on the wall so I could show everybody. No pressure or anything, Charlie. No pressure. Only 2K subscribers are waiting to see the hey, it's this one. It's this one right next to me right now. That's the one they bought. Apparently it came out really good. And apparently it's huge. Wait, give me 5 minutes, then bring me on stream. Okay, fine. You've got 5 minutes. I'm counting. I'm setting a timer if you're not ready in exactly 5 minutes. The stream will explode. The stream will self-destruct. There you go. We'll do this Charlie's Angel style. The stream will self-destruct in 5 minutes. If Charlie doesn't come onto the stream. I thought it was pretty funny too. Every time I see Charlie's name, so I keep thinking Charlie's Angel. She's great. She's been like really helping me out a lot too in the background. Of course, like I always need all the help I can get. And like help is really hard to get. I brought this up on social media the other day, but I'm like almost ready to make a video about like some of the experiences I've had with like with that, and I think it's important to talk about because like other people need to get like a warning message about like about stuff like that. Like I think if more people were aware of like the mistakes I made that led to the situation I found myself in, they could probably avoid it for themselves. Like I think I made a couple of rookie mistakes, and I think if I highlight those rookie mistakes, it's really beneficial. And it's also really important to see how bad things got for me. Because, yeah, parasocial relationships are something else. I'll just say that, right? Like, I've never experienced something like that before in my life. I've never felt like a one-sided thing from somebody before, and it's like, it can be really jarring and weird if you experience something like that. People can be very bad with parasocial stuff sometimes. Yeah, this girl got like really out of control. And like the thing is too is like, I'm not saying she like, here's the thing, like I don't even think she like meant to take advantage, or maybe she did. Maybe I'm not giving her enough credit, but like at minimum I was very desperate for help, and I put a post out there on social media and I was like, I really need help. I need moderators. I need people who are willing to like volunteer to help me because like I don't have money, I'm disabled, right? I'm trying to become a content creator, and they responded to that call for help. And because I was so desperate to get like some help, that was a huge mistake on my part. I didn't properly vet them. I just was like, oh, thank goodness somebody like heeded the call for aid. Right? Like I felt like I was like in Lord of the Rings, and I'm like lighting the tower and somebody lit one back, and I'm like, yay, finally somebody called. Yes, please come in here and help me. And then they did absolutely no work and just made my life a living hell. Okay, I'm ready. All right, hold on a second. Wait. I'm gonna bring Charlie on the stream. I'm gonna lower the music volume so that we can hear them better. Give me a second, then I'm gonna take their call. Okay, joining the call, this is Charlie.
Hello.
Hey Charlie, okay. You're on the air, yes. Hi.
I need to be viewed.
You need to be viewed? Like I need to view your screen?
No. People need to see me.
People need to see you? Wait, in what capacity? How do I bring you up on stream? Wait, in what capacity do you want me to bring you up on stream? I have like the reactive group thing.
Look.
I don't know if it works. I haven't used it in a while. Hey, there you are! There we are, I see you there.
Okay. I'm gonna show everyone first. keep my painting.
Okay, hold on, wait. Got Charlie up here. There you go. So, I don't know how to, like, what's a good, wait, where should I put Charlie? I feel bad, I got Charlie sitting in a corner above my head. Alright, you know what we need to do? We need to update some. That you're on the stream now. People need to know who you are.
Okay. So, right. I keep my rain mode in a very, very special spot. So if I just turn the camera around, you'll see that I am outside right now. Say hello to the nighttime, because it is 10:30
wait. Do you want me to pull this up on stream?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Wait, I gotta get it. I gotta maximize the window. Hold on, wait. Before I do that, I gotta maximize the window. Hold on, let me full screen it. Let me full screen it. Let me get over to the other one. Hold on. Wait. I'm not fully prepared for this. Like I'm prepared for anything. Oh God. Alright, there it is. And then there we go. And here you go. Now you're on the stream. Here we go. It's
Okay. Oh, I'm currently outside, like my car is right there. But I keep my poster / painting in a very special spot. It is in this corner, in the bush. If I bring it into the light,
yes, we do need the light. The light might be mildly helpful. Oh, there we go. I see it. I'm so excited.
My rain poster right in here.
You're gonna put it in the bush? Why are you putting it in the bush?
That's my safe spot.
That's your safe
right
spot,
here
huh?
in the bush.
Listen, I know that you live in the bush, but I didn't think you actually put things in a literal bush.
Yeah, this is actually my house. Let me just...
Oh my goodness. Charlie, listen. I didn't realize all your donations had left you in such a poor living state.
It's not that bad. It's my favorite bush, you know?
At least you got a roof over your head, right?
It's like a solid 1.5 meters high.
Yeah, that's all you need, right? It's a tiny home.
Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking if I hang it right here, you know, then it's viewable from the rest of my bush.
All the neighbors.
What do you guys think?
Absolutely love it. I love the fact that it's upside down too.
You weren't meant to notice that part.
Oh, yeah, my art. You think I wasn't gonna notice?
Beautiful. I'm not tall. Like I don't have a long enough arm span to show it all in one camera shot.
I know you got like this huge canvas of it too. It does look great, even in this poor lighting. It does actually look pretty decent.
There we go.
Do you have like a phone camera? Like a light on your phone camera? Oh my goodness, I can't even speak.
It won't let me turn it on to
my art right in the grass. Let's see how you really feel about my work. I'm only joking.
No, okay, time to go climb up that.
Oh, time to go climbing? Oh god! What kind of adventures are we going on for this live stream?
Also, say hi to my brother's car. Look at this guy's loser drives a Ford Focus.
A Ford Focus? What are you focusing on? Clearly not the road.
Anyway, yeah. You bring up the merch, I provide merch. Buy now, guys. Very good quality. Look, I can, and it doesn't break.
It's so durable. You can chuck it in a bush and on the ground and in the grass, and it'll be totally fine.
Just really throw it in the bush. And beautiful.
Listen, if you want high quality bush art for the bush that you live in, you can find no better quality than Rain's art.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, time to lay down.
Alright, fair enough. Thank you for coming on stream with me.
Yeah, anytime. I'm here to provide merch shots.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alrighty, I'm gonna end the call now. It was good to have you. Bye!
Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye! Oh, that was awesome. I like bringing guests on stream. We should do that more often. I'm actually thinking about, like, for next week, theming some of the live streams so that we can do more topics. Like, this week I'm still kind of going casual mode, but, like, I'm thinking about doing, like, more specific topics. Chaos! Yeah, it was absolute chaos. I loved it. Just be careful out there. Yeah, you never know when those random wallabies are just gonna show up and start ruining your day. Like, here's the thing. Like, I've been to Australia too. I've been walking around at night. I've seen wallabies just kind of bouncing around. I don't get too close to you, but, like, I'm always, like, a little nervous around them. I think I brought this up before. I think I said, like, the first time I saw a wallaby, I was like, oh wow, a kangaroo. But it's like, that's not a kangaroo, that's a wallaby. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh my goodness, my time in Australia was so great. I'm a little envious of Charlie, because I do love Australia. I wish I spent more than a week there. I also wish that it wasn't, like, literally, like, a 25-hour flight to get to Australia. That is also the other part that really sucks about Australia. And also the other part that really sucks about Australia is that, like, Google Maps, very deceiving. Like, things are way further away than you would expect them to be. Like, Australia is huge. It looks really tiny on the map. It's not. It is definitely not a tiny place. Like, yeah, that bus ride was way longer than I ever anticipated it to be. Going from Brisbane to Grafton was not a fun experience to be on the bus. And I definitely can't do it disabled. I should probably link to the shop, shouldn't I? Whoops. Oh, Charlie, you did it for me. Aw, thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace that pin. You're so good, Charlie. You, like, thought of everything for me. It's like, hey, you're a good moderator. Drop bears. Oh my goodness, I remember somebody telling me about that too. And it's so believable. It really is. Wait, what was that sound? Oh goodness, did I not end the call with Charlie? Oh no, you've been in a call for yourself for more than 3 minutes. Hey, what if I wanted to be in a call by myself? What if I was talking to myself the whole time? What if I wanted to talk to myself, Discord? Have you thought about that? I'm technically a New Zealand citizen, but I grew up in Australia. So they're like different places, right? I know that drives people crazy when I bring that up. It's like, oh, it's the same thing. Same difference. They are both generally in the same part of the world. I know.
A droplet named Tea Leaf has joined the rain cloud.
Oh, Tea Leaf, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to Droplet. Got lots of YouTube shorts scheduled if you want to watch any of those. I'm also thinking about doing some members chat only live streams this weekend. So only the members will be able to chat. Anybody can watch the live streams, but it'll be member only for, like, chat participation. So that's something that you can look forward to as well. And also you get access to all these awesome emojis. So if you like emojis, you can use, like, the rain hug one. The rain hug one's very cute. It's a little robot. It's a little robot hugging me. I like to imagine it's like me hugging my computer monitor. Right? Because like I don't know who any of you really are, right? So it's like the robot really makes the most sense. It really does. It's a good representation for everybody and me hugging you. It's a digital hug. There we go, see? And the blue heart I really like the blue heart with it too, because, you know, it shows friendship, it doesn't show love. Not that I don't want to show love, right? Of course I want to show love, but it's like, you know what I mean, right? I don't want to show, like, that kind of love. Oh god, we're getting... Like, I showed somebody the clip that like, what I said the other day by accident on live stream, and they're like, Rain, really? You didn't realize that was going to be poorly phrased? And I was like, I don't think of these things in the moment. Sometimes things just fly out of my mouth, and like, they're organized in a certain way that just sounds really bad. No one from Oceania is actually from the country they live in. Is that true? When I was in Taiwan, I saw a lot of foreigners there. There's a lot of people from the Philippines, a lot of people from Thailand. I saw a lot of people from Thailand there. I also saw a lot of people from Australia, Japan. Not a lot of Chinese people. If I'm just being real. That's probably for pretty obvious reasons. Oh, peeps, it was good to have you here. I hope to see you again soon. I'm gonna try to keep going for another hour at least. I'm trying not to go too crazy with the live stream since I think it's going pretty good. 2 hours has been doing all right. I do feel like I'm missing out by not going as long as I used to though. But I don't want to overdo it and burn myself out like I did like the few times that this has happened. So if we're gonna do the live streams every day, we're gonna keep it at 2 hours for now, and then I'm gonna slowly add like maybe an hour or two extra to them and see if I can handle it. I want to make sure I can handle it first, so I don't just rip down all the live streams and get sick, and then everybody has to feel bad for me again, because I hate when everybody does that. I had a friend who was I'm gonna probably say this wrong, Mori in Australia, who was actually an NB. Well, I know what an NB is, but the other ones I don't know. What is this Australia that you keep talking about? Australia is not real. Like, I know New Zealand's a real place, but, you know, like, all this Australia talk, you know, it's all just a figment of our imaginations, right? I can't remember what video I watched, but somebody, like, on YouTube, I watched a video, and somebody, like, really believed that Australia wasn't real, to the point that, like, somebody was like, you know, I'll just invite you here. You can come to Australia, and I'll show you that Australia's real. And the person, like, didn't want to actually go there. And I know the reason why is because they know they're full of crap. Oh, Artemis! I'm so sorry if I missed you earlier. It was good to have you here, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh my goodness. It's nice to have a lot of my energy back, though. Now if I could only just be productive. At least I'm getting through the week, like, with the live streams. I gotta give my credit for, like, some of the stuff that I've been getting done. Like, I have been getting all the live streams. Like, we haven't had to, like, reschedule a live stream or anything, or cancel one outright. So that's good. That's a win. Oh, my recent YouTube short, the ramen one, is doing really well. That's a win. I made that earlier this week, so I had energy for that. So I'll give myself credit for that. That did really well. So I did that. That was good. But like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not doing enough. Oh, hi Jake. Welcome to the stream. I just feel like I'm just not getting enough done though. It sucks because like I sit here every day at the computer wanting to get so much work done. Can't get anything done these days. Can't even I haven't done a drawing in forever. The last drawing I did was the numbers drawing. What was that, like a week or two ago? I used to draw every day. Would it be cool if I joined the Discord so I could share my pixel art? Absolutely. And not only that, but we have a channel in my Discord called Sharing is Caring. By all means, please just post there as often as you want. My only rule is like, don't be spammy about it. So like, don't post the same links over and over and over again. And like, don't use like annoying tags. But like, other than that, like, yeah, use it to your heart's content. Every time you make something new, feel free to do it. Aw, thank you, Charlie. Did you just... Are you logged into my studio again? What's wrong? YouTube tab. Al. Same difference, I guess. It's like the Wizard of Oz. You're like the wizard behind the curtain. Oh god. That movie might be too old for people in this chat. How many people here have seen the Wizard of Oz? Hold on, wait, I've got to know. Now I'm curious. Engage with my audience, sure. Oh. Have you seen The Wizard of Oz? Yeah. The hell is that? I don't know, it's gonna be like mixed because it's a very popular film. At least it was when I was growing up. I want to say it's iconic enough to like span the generations, but I could also just see like a lot of younger people just going like, what the hell is that? And I don't know, that seems stupid. Not my Zimmer ass. Hey, at least you admitted to it. At least you're being honest about it. I suppose that's a win. Oh god, my chat's not loading anymore. God damn it, OBS, you suck. You suck, you're so bad at this. God. I really hate OBS. Like, it's not even OBS, it's probably YouTube. Ugh, now I gotta open up YouTube Studio and look in the chat manually. Make me do all this extra work. Ugh. I don't think anybody voted yet. I don't see anybody voting. I don't even know if it worked. Oh, who knows anymore? Alright, I'm closing this window. This thing sucks. Go to docs. Open the chat back up again. Are you gonna work this time? Are you gonna be stupid? I think it's gonna be stupid. God! I'm so glad I put the chat on my screen so I can at least see it through the live stream, but this is annoying. Oh, hey, there we go. You finally decided to cooperate. Welcome to the party. Yeah, a little bit late, YouTube. It did, but it didn't go through. Okay, there we go. I still don't see anybody voting on it. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is so weird. I feel like I just glitched the whole thing out. Yeah, but I'm not getting any results. Hold on, let me check the other screen. Maybe it's just... Oh, goodness. Nope, I'm not getting any of the results. I'm gonna redo the poll. Apparently I screwed it up somehow by just doing the poll. Oh no, apparently 72% of you said yeah, and then the other 27% said, what the hell is that? Okay, so a majority of you seen it. Okay, alright, good. So it still worked, it just didn't update on my end? That's weird. Okay, well. Okie dokie then. Weird rounding? Who's the 1%? I have no idea. YouTube's so weird sometimes. New way to address the group? Hello, ones and zeros, and every number in between. Oh, Ollie, I like that. I hope I remember it. That's actually a good one. That would have been better when I was numbers could be fun. Oh, god damn it. Where were you back then? I needed you. Oh, we discovered Civette's living on our property. Oh. I'm not familiar with what that is. I wish I was the 1%. Oh god, me too. The 1% is the people who have heard but haven't seen it. I don't know. I had to watch it a lot growing up. My mom loved the movie, so we watched it all the time. I think it's okay. It's weird. It kind of freaked me out a little bit as a kid. I didn't like the lion. I thought the lion was creepy. The Tin Man was okay. I kind of like Tin Man. I kind of grew up to be like Tin Man. You're false and no. Oh, Godbeck, welcome! Sorry if you're here earlier and I missed you. To be fair, did you know that in the real numbers, the interval between 0 and 1 epotan to the entire set of real numbers? To be fair, I still haven't seen The Sound of Music because it looked boring. Oh, I saw The Sound of Music a super long time ago. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember most of it. I've also seen the play Oklahoma. I'm also gonna be honest with you. I don't remember most of it. There are a couple that stand out to me that are really, really, really good musicals. The Book of Mormon is a really good one. That's a really good musical. I like The Phantom of the Opera. I thought that was good. Some people will say it's kind of mediocre. I thought it was alright. I really like Hamilton. Hamilton's a good one. Oh, Shaki, you beat me to it. I was just about to say Hamilton. I realized I started too many messages with "to be fair." You know what's really funny that you can really mess somebody up with? Okay, hold on. I've got to write this out in chat because if I don't, you're not gonna be able to understand it. Like if I said it, it's gonna sound fine, but if you read it, it's not gonna read the same way it sound. You can really mess with people just to... Okay. So, you can really mess with people just by the way you phrase things in writing. I want you to read how I wrote that and tell me that that doesn't, like, send a nail through your brain. Like that, I know! Most people do. It sounds right though, like if I actually read that out, it is 100% correct, right? Like there's nothing wrong with what I said there. Why? No, please! Oh, this is too good that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trigger anybody. The girls performed a speedrun skipping that. Yeah, I just glitched it out. I'll read it one more time. You can really mess with people just by the way you phrase things in writing. It's totally a fine sentence. It's not even forced. That sentence might have shortened my lifespan by a bit. Hey, listen. Listen. It's just 3 letters. It's just an acronym that's just randomly thrown in the middle of a sentence for absolutely no reason. That's not how you use, by the way. Are there rules for it? I'm sorry. Are there rules for acronym? Because you can use FBI in the middle of a sentence, like the FBI went to that person's home, right? So that works, so why can't I use BTW? Right? Come on. If we're allowed to use FBI in the middle of a sentence, I'm allowed to use BTW in the middle of a sentence. Oh, hi, Saltskin. Welcome to the stream. BT dubs is the real way to pronounce it? Wait. Let me try to reread the sentence by saying BT dubs. Okay. You can really mess with people, just BT dubs. You phrase things in writing. I don't know if that hits the same, though. I tried.
Scapegoat Super Head Patted 78 cents. Miss Rain spell check. IMAQT.
Oh my goodness, and that actually worked with the TTS too? Oh my gosh! I was like reading that, I was like, wait, is that supposed to say Lamel? Oh no! Oh, you finally got me! Ah! I'm putting the pouts because you tricked me. You're getting pouts because you tricked me. You tricked me. You tricked me. Alright, you get head pats too. And thank you so much for the super chat, that was adorable. Rain has been defeated. With this one trick, you can defeat Rain too. Rain hates this one trick. I don't know. I'm not adorable at all. Me, I don't know. I haven't. So like, when I was like before, I used to not call myself an artist, right? I'd be like, I'm not an artist. I'm an enthusiastic doodler. Oh God, I can't speak. I am a enthusiastic doodler, not an artist. And now I've got to think of something for cute. I'm not a cutie. I'm a I'm not a cutie. I'm a enthusiastic head patter or something like that. I don't know. So they say Rain will fall for these 10 tricks. More true than you might believe. To defeat, bring in the health bar. Oh, I can. I absolutely can. Hold on, wait. Let me get the health bar back. I say this calls for a competition. Because I don't really know what to do with the health bar. Like, we have the health bar. It does things, right? Like, you can fight me on stream. We know how to damage me. But, like, what the hell does the health bar actually do? Like, what are we doing with it? I don't know what to do other than it just appear on screen. Maybe that's all it needs to do. Second, let me turn it on. There we go. And then, what is it called again? It's this one, and I gotta do... And then make it visible. There we go. Alright, I think you can see it. Hold on, let me check the stream. Nope, you can't see it yet. Hold on, wait. How about now? Is it working now? It might be working. Okay, you can see it. I mean, it kind of goes above the chat a little bit. Whoops. Probably should move that. Hold on, one second. Oh goodness. How about if I put it here? Is this out of the way? I think this is out of the way. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we got the boss thing back up there again. I put the damage types up there so that everybody knows if you want to, like, damage my HP, that's how you do it. I don't know, what's the reward supposed to be? Like, I feel like I should do a reward if people are gonna do this. Like, what do you get if you get me down to 0 HP? What do we want? What do we want to win? The average MMO boss was several billion HP. Hey, listen, I have several farms. This isn't my final farm. It's good to have you here, Tea Leaf. I have to see you again soon. I agree with Ray. She admits I will never admit I'm
Charlie
pure.
Super Head patted $1.29. This is a test amount.
Oh my goodness! Oh, Charlie, number one, thank you. And two, I forgot to mute the other half of that. Whoops. Nothing like the TTS just screaming your donation out to everybody on the live stream. This is a test amount. Aw. Everybody, head pats in the chat. We gotta do test head pats. If they're gonna do test super chats, I'm gonna do test head pats. Oh yeah, look, it damaged me actually quite a bit. It damaged me more than 100 HP actually. How did it actually damage me? It's like 200 and something HP.
A droplet named Great Unclean One has joined the rain cloud.
Oh my goodness, Comic, thank you so much. Oh no, these ones do a lot of damage.
A droplet named Julia has joined the rain cloud.
The memberships are like casting like a magic spell on me.
A droplet named Oyen313 has joined the rain cloud. Miss Anna Super Head patted $2. 1d6 plus 1 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no! Plus bludgeoning
A
damage!
droplet named Marsh Alice has joined the rain cloud.
Oh my goodness, between all three of you, like that did a lot of damage. I only have 421 health left. Damn, so close. So close yet so far. This was actually fast. I'm gonna have to update the... Oh no, Charlie! How am I supposed to do this? I can't survive after that attack. The memberships have been a little laggy recently. Has anybody noticed that? Like sometimes people will send 10 memberships and they don't come through right away. They'll like come through like later in the stream. Charlie, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Head pats in the chat. Everybody who got a new membership, if you'd like, you also have access to the emojis now, so feel free to spam them in the chat to your heart's content. Please don't go broke, Charlie. Yeah, I know, right? You've already spent enough on that drawing. You're already living in the bushes, my friend. Listen, we don't need to make it any worse. Well, the 10 memberships haven't applied yet, so it hasn't removed the damage. So they're just sitting there. Yeah, like YouTube does that sometimes. I don't know. Like I've had it come through later. I'm mad. Be mad at YouTube. That's not my fault, unfortunately. They are kind of crappy about it, I'll be real. Or maybe YouTube thinks that people are, like, scamming the membership. Oh, there it goes.
Branch has joined the rain
See?
cloud.
Oh, Ollie, you got one! There it goes. But it only did one of them. See? Look, now we've got to wait for 9 more to come through. I don't know, it's so weird sometimes. Right? Like, okay, at least this proves my point. Right? That actually, the timing of that was perfect. And literally, just as I like completed my point, it like literally proved it for me. I'm like, yeah, it does come in like kind of delayed sometimes. I know, it's annoying. I don't know what to do about it either, because you obviously should have... That should have been a kill shot. That should have been a kill shot. Alright, we have to use this in Dungeons & Dragons terms, right? Wait, Anna, help me out here. What happened? They miscasted, right? Like, they only hit me for, like, 1 hit of damage. What do you call that? Like, when you cast a spell and, like, only, like, 10% of the damage got applied to the enemy. Because you basically missed them by a long shot, almost. It was like a near-miss attack. You only slightly... Like, you grazed their cheek. They missed 2 of 3 of their attack rolls. All right, fair enough. That's how it works. A fumble? It could be. All right, so they missed 9 of their spell rolls so far. I don't think a D&D has a near miss mechanic. I'm all new to it. Anna and Charlie and a bunch of others are teaching me right now.
A droplet named Audio Shaker has joined the rain cloud.
Okay, what the hell? Because like they just got the also audio. Thank you so much for becoming a droplet. But like, what the hell? Charlie still hasn't gotten their memberships, and you got yours like right away. What is going on? Now I'm so confused. But everybody, head pats in the chat for audio. Thank you so much for becoming a droplet. Welcome to the rain cloud. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Hope you enjoy the head pat emojis. You enjoy the hundreds of YouTube shorts I have scheduled on the channel. Feel free to watch them. Members get all the content early. Oh god, I've been having this little cough recently, it's so bad. Well, it's not recently, anybody who watches this stream knows I got a cough. I can't get rid of it! It's annoying me. I'm coming down from the cloud today. You know, that could be a good thing and a bad thing.
Charlie Super head patted $3.23. This should finish it off then.
Oh my goodness! Well, Charlie, you replaced me.
Miss Anna Super head patted $2.71.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Well, Miss Anna, you missed me because Charlie finished me off before I had a chance, and you took a shot at Charlie instead. Whoops! We call that friendly fire. Oh my goodness, both of you! Thank you so much. That was so generous. Hearts and head pats everywhere. Everybody's getting hearts and head pats. You were right though. That was the final blow. That was the finishing shot. That went down. I gotta give myself more HP next time. Y'all took me down way too easily. So wait, why is this one like 1052? It's like more. I have no idea how it actually works. So I set this, like, so when I set it, I said it was supposed to only, like, super chats are only supposed to do 100 damage each. I don't know where the multiplier is coming from. I have no idea. It's fun though. Next time I'll just give myself ridiculous amounts of damage and health. Also, apparently, if I, like, gift memberships back to the chat, I can heal myself. But I haven't tested that yet. It's 100 damage per dollar. Oh. 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 That's kind of... Whoops, no wonder why you took out like 2 hits. Whoops, crazy. Hey, remember when I was asking about is there a level 0? Hey, guess what? I'm a level 0 boss. 5,000 hit points. I don't even know if it'll let me set that high. Hold on, let me see how many hit points it'll let me set it to. Let me reset it. Give me a second. Wait, how do I mess with this thing? Hype boss. That's what it's called. Kind of a stupid name. Oh, wait. I just saw it go off. Oh, Credo sent in 10 memberships. Oh, but these ones aren't going off either. What is going on with the membership gifts today? So far, out of 20 memberships, 1 person got gifted a membership. That is so weird. That is so weird. I'm not the only one seeing this, right? I mean, obviously, like, there's at least 17 other people here who seeing this BS right now going down on YouTube. All LGBT people have membership. I mean, really? I have 2,000 people on this channel. Everybody's gotten a membership? There's no way you all gifted that many memberships. I don't believe it. Maybe YouTube thinks they're scamming them or something. They're like, there's no way this girl gets this many memberships. They're too tiny to be this popular. This has gotta be a scam. Only people in stream could get me. No, so I've seen it gifted to people outside of stream before. Because I've had people message me after the live stream's been done for hours and like, oh, I got a notification, I got a membership. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I think we just ran out of people to gift memberships to. That is insane. Really? I wonder what happens to them then. Do they just sit there and queue until somebody's ready to get a new membership? Like, how does this all work? I have so many questions now. Gonna gift a membership to random YouTuber? Not really though. Great, heads up, your internet is dying again? Oh no. Yeah, it's dying all the time these days. I don't know how to fix it though. I've been trying to tinker with it a lot recently. I don't know, I closed a couple of things. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I was getting buffering a few times, even with my new internet. Yeah, it's not you, it's me. I'm having connection issues recently. I need to go and get a hardware solution to fix it. The problem is that YouTube only pays me once a month. And I already paid the editor and paid my bills and did all the things I need to do. So I kind of need to wait. So I'm good. I'm totally fine. But it's a thing that's going to have to wait till next month. It's not a thing I can get this month. I just need a $30 Wi-Fi extender and it'll fix it. It'll be totally fine after that. Yeah, hold on. I'm just pausing for a second just to see if it kind of smooths over. I think I don't know if it's gonna get any better or not. Hey, why not invest in a cable? Because, like I said, I moved recently. The router is not... I can't run a cable. That's way too far. The distance is too long. That's why I had to use Wi-Fi as a solution, which is not my preferred method for running live streams, but I really don't have a choice in this situation. I don't know if that helped. We'll see. Give me 1 second, actually. Let me tinker with something. Let me see if I can get it fixed. Give me 1 second. I don't know how much that's actually going to help, but hopefully it fixed it. I feel like the connection got better. I just moved some stuff on the back of my computer and rearranged where the antenna were pointing. Seems to have helped tremendously. You know, this is not my first rodeo. I used to have to play with bunny ears as a kid. I know that a lot of you have never had to have the experience of putting tinfoil on a pair of antenna on top of your TV and messing with them. But I used to have to do that. It's like, god damn, the Simpsons aren't coming in clear. Get the tinfoil! So it's gonna stand behind the TV and mess with the bunny ears for a while. Honestly, like, that's gonna be my next solution, honestly, was just to get a ball of tinfoil and put them over the antenna. Just see if I could get the range extended a little bit on them. Hey, listen, I'll go for old school solutions. Watch it just reflect more of the Wi-Fi signal away, because that stuff doesn't actually work anymore. But like, Rain, you know, listen, you've got all this tinfoil in the back of your computer. That might be causing more of a problem than you think. Hey, I mean, like, it's progress at least, right? The stream drank a health potion. Hey, as long as I can get it to work, like, because that's the thing that frustrates me. Like, here's the thing. I can make mistakes on live stream. People know I make mistakes on live stream all the time, right? Like, I crack out on live stream, I make mistakes, I say silly things, I stupid things, and I can usually roll with the punches really, really well, right? Like, it doesn't get under my skin, it doesn't upset me, it doesn't bother me, right? Like, silly things happen, we're all here to have fun, we're all here to have a good time. I don't mind making fun of myself a little bit, so that's okay. But when the technical things that are outside of my control happen and interrupt the live stream, that pisses me off. That actually gets under my skin and, like, genuinely bothers me.
Just ones and zeros super head patted $13.28. Head pats violently.
Oh my goodness! Just ones and zeros. Thank you so much for the generous head pat. I'm glad you did that once I got like everything like situated. Alright, everybody, put a violent head pat in the chat for just ones and zeros, since that's what they're asking for. I know that's what you were trying to get me, but hey, we're gonna dish out a little bit of revenge. Get your head pats back. And now just ones and zeros is up there. Oh, the health is growing too. The HP is growing higher. I can't believe that with this one simple trick. Hey, did you know if you just align your Wi-Fi antennas in the correct direction, it fixes so many problems. Progress, not perfection. Hey, I like that. Ali, you're always so full of so many wonderful gems. It's good, I'm crashing out. Charlie, you need to go to bed. What did your boss say to you earlier too? They're like, enjoy your extra hour of sleep. Don't squander it! Don't squander it watching my stupid live stream. I think I got rate limited for too many head pats in chat. At least they don't ban people for spamming chat anymore. I remember that with Markiplier too, and like half his chat got banned one time. Like, down to the Google account level for spamming his livestream chat. What an absolute disaster. I'd feel so bad for people if that happened. And like, Markiplier is big enough to do something about it. If that happened in my livestream chat, I wouldn't even know what to do. I can't get YouTube to respond to me at all. They never have once ever, I think, ever replied to any of my questions or concerns. 6 hours is not bad. Just make sure you go to sleep right now, like exactly now. Like, close your eyes, you need to fall asleep instantaneously. I'm gonna count down for you. You got 3, 2, 1, you better be asleep. You better be sleeping, Charlie. I expect you to have fallen asleep already. Like, that's no pressure. They used to do that to us in the military. Like, I post that joke a lot too. Like, you will sleep, I will make you sleep. Right? Like, no, they will count you down to bed. They're like, everybody goes to bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights out. Everybody sleep. You better, even if you're not sleeping, you better pretend you're sleeping. you better put on the best fake snore of your life. You're like, yes, I do that. Yes, yes, that other GIF I posted in the Discord too. Hold on, wait. I gotta bring it up so people actually know what I'm talking about, like on the live stream. So wait, let me post it. I'm gonna post that baseball bat GIF in the Discord chat real quick. Where is it? There it is. Hold on, let me pull it up on live stream. Yeah, so this one. So I have to make a joke, like when people are like, I can't sleep, and I'll be like, you know, I can help you out with that. I've got a great solution for you. It's very effective. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. I love the way he raises his eyebrows in that GIF. That's what makes it. That's what sends it over the top too, because it's so ridiculous. Oh, Lith, welcome to the stream. So good to have so many of you here today. Please knock me to sleep. God, me too. Especially last night, like when I was telling, like I was mentioning it earlier, right? Like, I don't know how to deal with that. Like, I don't even know how to explain that inert. Like, I mean, I swear, it was like 4 hours of me just laying there doing literally nothing, not moving, just existing with my eyes closed, just listening to the world around me. Not even like listening into the YouTube video. I'm not even actively listening to the video I have on. I'm just laying there. I don't know. I can't explain it. I feel so bad about it too, because like I should have done work. Like if I'm just gonna lay there and not sleep, I might as well have been productive, right? Or played a game or done something with my time, but literally like I just laid there and just gave up. Just like, nope, the world's too difficult today. Oh, there's a classic joke that there's a big book not for reading, but for bonking. I've got this great book. I've got this great book for you. Actually, wait, I've got a joke that will fit for this. Hold on, wait, give me a second. I think I can make this work. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. What was that book called again? Hold on, wait. It is... There it is. Hold on, wait. Oh, wait, I'm so bad at this. There we go. Okay, so I got this wonderful book for you. It'll put you to sleep in so many multiple ways. It's Options as a Strategic Investment. Now this book, a huge, thick textbook about finance. Not only will reading it put it to sleep, but if that fails, you can always just let me beat you over the back of the head with it, and that'll knock you good and unconscious too. There's so many different ways this book can put you to sleep. The worst part about it is I've read this book. I've read this unironically. No, it wasn't assigned to me. I read it for quote-unquote fun. I read this for fun because I wanted to learn about it. Anyways, so a lot of people ask me, right, because I brought this up on live stream before, and they're like, oh, like I'm like, oh, I know how to read like stock market charts and stuff like that, right? And they're like, oh, like if I ever wanted to get started, this is the book I recommend. This is the book. You better read it too. You better read it, and you better understand the material in it before you even start. Yes, it's a textbook. Yes, it's huge. Yes, it's required reading. Don't even try to start without it. And that's not like me trying to be like gatekeeping. That's me trying to be like, you don't really want to go to the poorhouse, right? Like, these things are like ticking time bombs. Do you really want to be playing hot potato with a financial investment you don't understand? Because that is literally what you're signing yourself up with some of these things. It's like, hot potato, get rid of it before it blows up your portfolio and sends you down into a financial black hole you'll never dig yourself out of. Oh, but you made like $300 on that trade. Great, good job. Hope it was worth the stress of holding on to for a week. And that's why I don't recommend stock trading for anybody, right? Like, it's just not, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It really isn't. I had to read that to become an accountant. There's a lot of reasons you need to read it. God, please don't become somebody's accountant for like some like idiot broker. God, those are the worst people because they're always constantly making micro trades, and then you've got to like do all the, you've got to figure out the tax liability on all their trades. I'm not gonna do stock trading. Yeah, I would avoid it, honestly. It's not worth it. It's not. I don't endorse stock trading. Even as somebody who's done it and has experience with it and has done it for full time for a short period of time, I don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. Don't get into it. It's not worth the stress. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I don't condone it. I will say that it's at least far more legitimate than it is with cryptocurrency because I just can't stand cryptocurrency. In my opinion, all cryptocurrency is a scam. At least, like, with this stuff, there is an argument to be made that you are trading legitimate business assets. You are doing it in the most gambly way possible, but you are trading legitimate business assets, right? There is something to be had at the end of the day here, right? There is something to be won. You have a stake in something that's legitimate, right? But like with cryptocurrency, it's just somebody's digital, like, stupid crap coin that they made up, right? You're not actually getting anything out of that. Crypto is just a scam, to be fair. I agree. I unequivocally denounce all cryptocurrency. I will never, ever recommend cryptocurrency. I won't, like... I brought this up in another video too, like I brought it up in another video that I did on the channel already, but like I just, like I will never post a comment that says like, hey, I got this awesome new crypto exchange you should check out, right? Like I'm not on WhatsApp, I've never used WhatsApp, I hate Facebook, I hate Meta, right? I will never be on WhatsApp. If you're getting an invite to come talk to me on WhatsApp, like that should be your first red flag because we're like, WhatsApp doesn't work on Linux. WhatsApp is an open source. Wait a second, this doesn't make any sense. Didn't Rain say she hates WhatsApp? The NFT craze. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's where I sit with the NFT craze, because I saw the whole thing. I experienced the first part of it. I remember it ramping up before it became popular. Then at the height of the popularity, and then I saw the inevitable downfall of it, because like, holy crap, it went flying off the rails. But when I remember the ideas of like NFTs being discussed in the crypto spaces that I did monitor, I remember people explaining that it was going to be like kind of like a receipt system. And when people told me that, right, and they're like, yeah, it's like a receipt, like it's not fungible, so it can't be like manipulated or anything like that. And I was like, okay, that seems really cool. It's like a digital receipt. That's fine, right? That seems fine on paper. You're just giving somebody a token that they can't mess with. That seems fine to me, right? I don't know how we got to it becoming like weird apes and art, and you need to also buy the picture with the token and like all this other weird stuff that got associated with it, but somehow it went from here's a digital receipt to here's weird creepy art that's really bad and buy it for millions of dollars. So I have Signal. I just don't use it very much. Ubisoft released a terrible NFT game like the year after the collapse. Oh, goodness. So GameStop did it too, and that was actually one of the reasons why I was initially hyped about GameStop, because when I first heard about NFTs, I was like, oh, digital receipts, GameStop, this makes sense, right? They're gonna do something with these digital receipts, right? That is why, one of the major reasons I invested in it. There was a couple of reasons why I got like really hyped about GameStop, and that was because Ryan Cohen joined the company, and I respected Ryan Cohen for what they did with Chewy. And then they were talking about NFTs, and I didn't really know. And again, you all know I don't like crypto, right? But like from what I heard about it, I was like, oh, digital receipts, this seems cool. They're going to do something cool with this, and a legitimate company is going to do something awesome with NFTs. Cool. That sounds great. This sounds like a good plan to me. I'm sure Mr. Cohen knows exactly what he's doing. He did not. He clearly did not know what he was doing. I think he was just on the hype train with everybody else. Yeah, I know a lot about this. I did a lot of research into GameStop. Now, here's the thing. I didn't really look into the NFT part of it. That was more like kind of like icing on the cake at that point, because I had already made the decision to invest. I had already survived the short squeeze. I had already sold some of the stock from the squeeze, and I was like kind of like just using whatever I had left over at that point. So I was like, oh, NFTs? That seems cool. Yeah, sure. I'm still in. NFT art was like the precursor of AI art. It was so awful. It was so bad too. I remember setting up a little program too, because somebody wanted to show me how stupid it was. So we got like a bunch of bitmap images, and we just like ran it into like this like stupid generator thing that they came up with. It just made a bunch of random stupid pictures. And I was like, well, that's dumb. So glad people are spending millions of dollars for this. Nikki, you're based too. Yeah, please learn from my mistakes, right? Like, and by the way, too, as fun as it was to, like, live through the GameStop short squeeze and, like, experience all of that, right? Like, I still don't endorse trading. Like, in fact, going through GameStop is one of the reasons why I decided to stop, like, trading in stocks altogether, because I just got sucked way into it. And it's like, it definitely, I think it was starting to get unhealthy, like monitoring that much information all the time. But it was exciting. There was reasons to get involved. There was reasons to get like emotionally invested. It was fun. It was some of the most fun trading I've ever done. Like these are the things like that they talk about, like when like trading stocks can be cool and interesting, right? Like the GameStop short squeeze, and anybody who participated in that, arguably, even if you lost money, and oh god, a lot of people lost a shitload of money. A lot of money, which is something that doesn't get talked about a lot. A lot of people got burned. A lot of people got burned super badly on GameStop short squeeze. So, like, again, that's another reason not to trade. If you didn't get in early and you were one of those people who are like, I'm gonna buy at $400 a share. Oh god, my heart sank when I was reading comments like that. I'm buying at the top. I'm gonna buy at $420.69. It's like, please don't. Please don't buy the stock that high. You don't understand how this works. Stop buying it that high. Oh god, it was a nightmare. I was in the Wall Street Bets live stream. Like, so, like, here's the thing. It wasn't a live stream. It was a Reddit thread, right? And I was used to hanging out in their daily threads every day. They're usually, like, really tame, and they're just, like, talking about random stupid crap. And, like, oh my goodness, the bots. There was so many freaking bots in there, all shilling different coins and, like, different things. Like, that's where I first saw all the crypto pumps, like, come in. And then for some reason, everybody was like, oh, we're moving to silver. And I'm like, silver? This is that's not like a stock. Like, who's bringing up silver now, right? Like, it got so confusing. It was a freaking nightmare. Buy high, sell low, right? Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how it works. In fact, if you do that strategy, you're guaranteed to win. I don't think you'll like the prize, but you'll win something, I promise. Listen, everybody could be a winner at the stock market. You just won't always like the prize. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Anybody who went through GameStop or knows anything about trading, right? That was like the big wake-up call for me. And the reason why it's a big wake-up call, because like, here's the thing. Forget about all the stuff like with people losing money, right? Because those are individual traders just making bad like financial decisions. And this is why I was like, the textbook is like freaking required reading. Like if you get into anything like this, you absolutely need to know what you're doing before you start doing stuff like this. And GameStop is the reason why like I stopped trading, because one, people don't really listen. They will get involved in something that they don't really listen to. And I don't like necessarily giving advice anymore about something where somebody is going to go and take half my answer, not do any further looking into it, and then blow themselves up financially. I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want to set people up for failure. When I originally was giving advice about like how to read stock market charts and stuff, like I thought I was being helpful. And like, I kind of realized I'm like, no, I might be actually hurting people by giving this information out. Like, if they really want to learn, there's better resources for people to learn from. And, like, it should be difficult because it's not an easy thing to understand. Like, there are Greeks involved. And if you don't know what I mean when I say the words, there are Greeks involved, I'm not talking about the country or the people. I'm talking about the letters. And I'm talking about math. And if you don't know what I mean by that at all, then you're really not ready to start, like, trading. You're really not. But, like, that's one of the reasons why. Not only that, and that I just also realized too that the game is really rigged. Like the game is really stacked against you. Like the Robinhood thing that occurred, I was in Robinhood. Robinhood was one of my brokerages. Now I also had Fidelity as well, but Robinhood was one of my brokerages, and they stopped me from trading. And I had money, so it's like, what the hell? They cheated. They cheated. They took away our buy button. So anyways, the game is tilted, the game is rigged. When you find their weak spot, they're just going to find a way to get out of it because they don't want you to win. This is their playground. And GameStop was when I learned that they have a really crappy playground and it's not meant for me. Their playground is not meant for you and me. It's their playground. They own the playground, they built the playground. The stock market is their playground. They designed it for them. You get to like look and sometimes participate. But if you're actually going to, like, get in their way and use their toys, they will kick you off the slide in a heartbeat. And they don't care how many teeth you lose when you hit the bottom. They just don't care. They don't care. They don't care about you. They never have. They never will. You got them. We caught them with their pants down. They knew it. And then the only way out was to cheat. And they knew they could get away with it. So they did it. And that's the reason why I stopped. I stopped believing in it. Because when it was a fair game, I was fine for, like, trading. But now I'm like, this isn't even a fair game anymore. Like, if they could just take the winning cards off the table whenever they want to, how is that fair? Why should I even play? I know I'm crashing out about like financial stuff. I know some people here are probably not super interested in the stock market. I'm a huge nerd, if you haven't figured this out already. Oh geez, yeah, a channel about like Linux. Linux and open source. Oh geez. Who would have thought I would have been a nerd? I mean, there's so much. I know so much information about it. I could probably make like 3 YouTube videos just about like Robinhood, GameStop, and probably Citadel. Because they were the ringleaders in all of it. Ken Griffin. But like I said, once I realized the writing was on the wall for the stock, I got out of it. I sold my shares. I bailed out of it. And I stopped trading after that. Like, I didn't even really make that much money on it. So the Prius that I had, that you saw on the channel, most of the money that I made from GameStop, I used to buy that car. That's it. That's where my GameStop money went. I bought a car with it. It's a nice car too. Well, it was. Figured if I was gonna get a car, I'd get a really good economy car that was good for the environment, that I could recharge, and there was like a free charging station by my house. I could always like run on battery power. It was great. Better use of money than most things, to be honest. Yeah, well, it was practical too. I needed a new car at the time. And I was like, well, like with the way gas is these days, like I wasn't ready to go 100% electric yet, because like there are times in places where I do need to take longer trips. So having something like the Prius Prime that will operate fully on battery for a set amount of miles and then automatically switch over to a hybrid engine, that's just beautiful. That's like chef's kiss for me. Because like even when I'd go on long trips, I'd still get like 70 to like 80 miles per gallon because of the electric battery and the hybrid. So if I fully charged up for a road trip, let's say it's like 100 miles, at least 20 of those miles are going to be on the electric battery only, and then the remainder 80 miles is going to be on the hybrid. And depending on how you drive, and if you drive on economy mode and you're really light with the gas, you can still save a shitload of money on your road trip in gas mileage. And trust me, I was always on the eco mode, and I was always monitoring how many miles per gallon it was like a game to me when I was driving. Also, like, they had the thing too, like where like if you would like hover on the brakes, you would get the regenerative charging. So like I used to map out my drive home so that I'd go down as many hills as possible, so I would have to charge my car less when I got home. It didn't always work out. I'd only get like maybe like 2 or 3% battery from it, but that's still 2 or 3% I got back for free. And there was a couple of like really epic hills that I lived nearby, and like you can coast down those things, and if you hit the brakes just right, oh, you definitely get like at least 1% battery by the time you got to the bottom. Rain, when do you plan to come to the EU? Huh. Well, there are a couple of things I need first. First is money, then I need time, and then I probably like need somebody who is willing to like kind of tour me around. They don't necessarily have to host me, right? Like, they don't need to, like, put me up. Like, I could find my own, like, place to stay, right? But, like, it would be nice to have somebody nearby where I could be like, hey, because I'm in a wheelchair, right? Like, I don't think I could handle the adventure 100% on my own. It would be nice to have some, especially if I get stuck somewhere. It's just nice to have an extra set of hands with you to, like, help navigate something that you might not have anticipated. Is anybody familiar with the like the claptrap meme? It's like, stairs? Oh no! I didn't anticipate stairs, my worst enemy! You don't need a car in Europe? That's the part I'm looking forward to the most, is exploring the public transportation. I wonder what my perspective will be using a wheelchair as my primary mode of transportation. I wouldn't mind, like, if I go and travel in Europe, that would be one of the things I documented the most. It's like, I'd make YouTube shorts about, like, what my handicap experience was on their public transport. Like, yeah, this is like a really cozy ride. They treated me great. I mean, like, even if it's, like, just a mediocre thing, like, there's just not enough documented stuff. Like, there is not enough information for disabled people to make decisions sometimes to go places. I've fallen into this trap on both sides where I've either gone somewhere that I couldn't go because, like, they didn't really, like, clearly indicate that I wouldn't be able to, like, navigate whatever they had going on. Or B, I just didn't go, and then I realized after the fact, oh, that's not so bad, I could have gone there. Oh, shit. It's usually one or... It's either either or. It's one or the other for those extremes. Could show you around some Dutch cities at least. Oh yeah, like actually the area that I grew up in was a very Dutch area. I even grew up with Dutch windmill cookies. Oh, by the way, Rain, be careful about talking that you're from the US. Why? What are they gonna do? Clearly, I'm not a Trump supporter. I mean, come on. I'm a liberal trans girl. With cat ears, come on. And, like, people shouldn't be like that. I'm sorry, but, like, I understand things are bad in my country right now. Don't hold what my stupid president is doing against me personally. Like, just, like, that's not nice, right? Like, people should be judged based on what they do, not, like, on, like, what the group of other people are doing. I hate painting with a broad brush. There's my artist phrase for the day. Don't paint people with broad brushes. Just because they are from somewhere or mildly associated with X, Y, or Z group, right? Like, it doesn't make them at all, like, possibly associated. They might not even be at all associated with them. It is just generally involved in some minor capacity. I'm just warning. US itself is like that. Yeah, that's the thing too, though. But, like, people take politics way too seriously, and then they're like, well, you're from the US, so you must be just as bad as the rest of them. And it's like, like, trust me, as many... I would probably agree with a majority of the people that I came in contact with in Europe about, like, what's actually going on in my own country. We'd probably get, like, if they gave me the time of day to actually have the conversation, we'd probably agree on most of the points that they brought up. We'd probably agree. And that's why you don't paint people with a broad brush, because I hate it just as much as, like, most people too. I'm not very vocal about it because my channel is not really a politics channel. I don't want to invite that here because once you do, and the Trump people do show up, I really don't want to have to deal with that. Like, do you want a bunch of Trumpers in here trying to ruin the live stream chat all the time? Honestly? That's, like, kind of my big thing. It's like, I just don't want to ruin the vibe. We will defend. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I can avoid the whole thing by just not broaching the subject to begin with, and everybody can be happy. Now, if you need me to be, like, extremely clear about it, I absolutely cannot stand Donald J. Trump. I do not even consider him president. I consider him a traitor. So, if you want my opinion on it, I'm happy to give it to you, but you know, like I said, I'm not going to make politics like a topic here that we regularly discuss. Trans rights are human rights. Beautifully said, Aubrey. Just saying that people in the UI were pretty negative towards people in the UI. Right. But, like, think about what you're doing here. The CIA, so federal organizations are doing bad things, but you're going to hold it against people who have nothing to do with the federal government. That's the point that I'm bringing up there. And I'm not saying that you do it, but, like, that's, like, the overall generalized point I'm bringing up why you shouldn't pay people with a broad brush. Because you don't know. I don't like what the CIA is doing either, you know? I don't agree with it. There are many Democratic presidents that I don't agree with, like, their positions and policies on. Because unlike the other side, I actually am capable of critical thinking and going, yeah, I don't really agree with that. I really wish they wouldn't do that. Or maybe we should rethink this policy position. You know, I just don't blindly go along with, like, whoever the golden boy leader is at the time. No, I know what you're doing. I'm also, like, kind of trying to use it to, like, grandstand my own point too at the same time, so I hope you don't mind me doing that. I understand exactly what's going on there, though. Like, that's fine. I get it. There's, like, and, like, here's the thing. It's not like we haven't earned it either. Like, to be fair to you and those people who do it, it's not like the US isn't causing all of this controversy and trouble at the same time. Right? Like, so, to a certain degree, it is somewhat warranted. But, like, you just have to remember that the average person very likely has nothing to do with it. They may not even be interested in politics. They might not even know what's going on. You might bring up this one thing and be like, so your government does this CIA stuff. And they'll be like, I didn't even finish high school. I don't know what you're talking about. right? Like, you know, and like that's the thing. Like that, you gotta remember that part. Like, but I will admit there is like a certain degree of like we have earned it. Oh God, I mean, like we're really like it's so bad. Like the things we're doing these days, I'm really against it. The thing is though, is I'm of the mindset of not to run away from it because like there's so many people in our community like I can't wait to get out of this country, I can't wait to leave. If you leave, you're letting them win. You realize that, right? If you leave, you let them win. That's why I'm staying. They can't. You're gonna have to take me out of this country by force. You're not kicking me out. This is my home. I was in the military. I fought for this country and the Constitution. It is my right to be a girl. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. And you're not taking it away from me. And I'm going to sit right here as stubborn as I possibly can and just go along with that. And I just don't believe in running away because like we need to stand here and we need to stand our ground and fight it. Because if you run, you let them win. What do you think? They're not going to chase you down? Do you think the enemy is just going to stop at the border? Do you think that's how it works? No, when you start running, your enemies chase you down and they get you because your backs are turned. That's how it really works. You need to face them. That's my belief. No, and I get that. And like, listen, I always will prioritize safety, right? I do this knowing full well that there are a lot of risks involved in standing my ground in like, you know, in that capacity. But let's say just for the sake of argument, I don't expect this to happen, nor do I think it would occur. But like, let's say that they did start doing something similar to what they're doing to the immigrants with ICE right now. And they started doing that to the trans folks, right? That's still not enough of a deterrent to make me leave. And in fact, I'm gonna make me want to stay more. To resist that, to resist being caught up in that. And even if they did catch me and put me in something like that, like, I'm still not gonna be fearful and run away. This is my home. I won't let these people ruin it. That's my feelings on it. I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna try to fix it, and I'm gonna try to make it better. And maybe that's stupid, and maybe that makes me a fool, and who knows? It could be very costly to me, but that's what I believe in. It doesn't really work that way, Sharky, right? Like, the more people that leave from our side of the argument, the less people there are to support it. That's the problem there. I don't think that it's so far gone that it can't be fixed. That's like my final like belief on it, is that like, yeah, the system is bad. They have bastardized it. They have ruined it in a lot of capacities, but I don't think it's unfixable. I think that if you put some people who genuinely cared in the right positions, you could fix it. And you could fix it probably within a decade. I don't think it's burnt to the ground, right? Like, I don't think we've gone so far that it can't be, like, undone. But it's bad. I will agree, it's very bad. It's a very bad situation for all of us to be in. Well, that's why you resist, Sharky. And that's why it's called resistance. You resist it. It doesn't mean you win, but you resist it. That is the definition of resistance. Things can still overcome resistance, but you still can resist it. I mean, a lot of people keep saying that, but you have to also remember, too, that this country has been built on decades and decades and decades and decades of laws. And they're not easy to break and work around. And they've had to already go up to the bat and lose so many times with different solutions that they think are going to win. And they don't work. And now they're trying the whole gerrymandering trick. This is just the new face on a bag of tricks that they just keep trying, and most of them don't work. Because there's already laws in place that say you can't do those kind of things. Right? Like, a state can make a law, but it's got to be constitutional, right? Like, you can't just make things up. And yes, that is also why they're trying to stack the Supreme Court the way they are, because they know that they can get away with doing stuff like that too. Again, I don't think it's so far gone, but it's getting close. It's getting there. But I think we're on the precipice where we could really see it go one way or another. But that's why I choose to stay, because I think it's fixable still. But if you look at American history and you look at all the times the American people have been tested, and every single time our rights and our freedoms and the things that we care about for equality for all people have been tested and tried, we have always come out as a people and stood up for those groups. We have done women's suffrage, all right? We've had emancipation, right? These are things that weren't automatically given, and people gave their lives, gave their actual lives to get these freedoms that should have been afforded to them from the start. And I know that sucks, but when push comes to shove, the American people always seem to choose the honest and good thing. And that's why I have hope. Just look at our history. We've proven it time and time and time and time and time again. And yeah, you could argue all of those times were really bad too. And I'm sure the people who lived through those times thought that everything was flying off the rails and life as we know it is never going to be the same again. And maybe it wasn't, but it was different for a more positive reason. Because all of those times, the government could have came in and cracked down and said, no, women can't vote, and no, we're not going to free the slaves, right? Like, all of those different outcomes could have happened, and those things didn't happen. When it came the time to test our Constitution, we've always gone, well, yeah, maybe we should make everybody more free and more equal. I'm not trying to dupe. Oh, no worries. I'm just conversating. I'm just conversating, don't mind me. I'm not taking it in any specific way whatsoever. And it's tough. I mean, that's why politics is so nuanced too. And you gotta be careful with the people you talk about with politics too. Because, like, it's a really sensitive topic, and it's so easy to phrase things in a way that you don't intend to be offensive to somebody, but then they're like, well, I don't see it that way. Like, I don't know. I don't fully agree with that. That's the problem with politics, is it's so opinionated. Well, and you have to remember, Marshallus, too, I'm only specifically talking about when it comes to the issues regarding our Constitution, and when it comes to us, what's the right way to phrase this? When it comes to the American people redressing the government for grievances, that is what I'm specifically referencing. Now, to the point that you just made, there is a lot of bad stuff that goes on there, and being somebody who is formerly in the military, I fully agree with you. There's a reason why I don't condone the military, why I look at my military service as a regret. I will get specifically into those topics, obviously, but, like, just to clarify, like, what I'm referencing there. There's a cool video about CIA enhancegration. Oh, I have to check that out. I haven't, like, followed up on any of their new stuff recently. I've been so busy with my own content and my own stuff, like, to be honest with you, I really don't have a lot of time for politics and, like, other stuff. So, I've mentioned this on stream before, I get my news updates from very specific sources. And And I like them because they're not biased sources. Well, all right, every source is biased, right? Like, so let's just be real about that, right? Like, every source of information that you come across has some bias built into it. But there are some sources I like better than others. One of my favorite news channels of all time that I still watch regularly to get the facts, to just get the straight up updates on what's going on, is Democracy Now! It's short, it's sweet, it's concise, and there's like almost no opinion in it whatsoever, unless they bring like a guest speaker on. It's just the facts. Here's what happened. Here's what's going on. That's it. Oh yeah, go ahead. You can link me in it. I'll check it out later. It's nice to be happy and cute and spite. Nikki, I like your mentality. See, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be happy and cute and spite. I'm gonna be a girl in spite. Yeah, but by the time you read those documents 20 years out of date, they're no longer relevant anymore. I had this conversation with somebody recently too, and they're like talking about the Kennedy stuff and they're like how this might like apply to the current government. And I'm like, you know, this probably isn't at all relevant to the current administration because those people are dead. And you know, agendas have changed and like governments have changed, right? Like people are not sitting in the same like positions of power anymore and their motivations are completely different. Like governments are not like Civ players, right? Like this is not a game of Civilization where like you're spanning like the eons and you have like this one concerted plan. No, you know, over time, like some people get into power and they're like, yeah, whatever, we're not doing that anymore. Screw that. Oh, if you're trying to add me as a friend on Discord, there's a... Oh, for what should be obvious reasons. I had to disable all of that. So nobody can message me and nobody can send me friend requests because it was becoming a bit of a little bit of a problem. So I turned all of that off. I can handle it later, but yeah, like you're not going to be able to just send me a friend request on Discord. No, I think you know what I mean too, Pete. Like, I think... unfortunately in Discord yesterday, and like this is something I'm glad actually, like I'll bring it up on live stream too. If anybody like ever thinks something kind of weird is going on in like that general chat, you just go ahead and you tag all moderators. That tags me too. And we'll take a look at it. We'll review what's going on. And to see what's up. I want y'all to have a comfy chat experience in the Discord, so don't be afraid to... You're not tattling on anybody, just so you know. Nobody's a tattletale. I'll put it in Cherry's carrying. All right, yeah. Like I said, we could sort that out after the stream. But yeah, I hope for what should be very obvious reasons, yes, people cannot send me random friend requests or random messages anymore. I am done with that. Sorry, I've rolled the dice far too many times on that one. What is it about? Actually, I don't know. Just people like message me. And here's like been my experience with like getting random messages from people. I would say, I'd argue, 70% of you are totally fine. You have nothing but the best intentions. You just want to say hi. Maybe I made a video or a piece of art that you really enjoyed and you just want to have a quick conversation with me about it. And that is fine. And then there are the people who message me and they're like, hey, are you into beep, 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 beep? Or like, hey, what do you prefer? Do you prefer tops or bottoms? And it's like, what the hell? Like, it gets really, really bad sometimes. And yeah, so I started turning all of that off and like, I had a bunch of people added from before too. And some of those people, I guess, they don't like that I don't message them or something. I've had some issues with some people. And it's like, I'm done with the casual chatting. I don't really have time for it anyways. Like, if you want to casually chat with me, the best place to casually chat with me is my Discord server. I can't handle the 50,000 individual DMs anymore. And I'm sorry if that does annoy some people, but I can't do it. I have to live stream. I have to make content for the channel. I have to like interact with people in my own community. I have to follow up on comments, right? I have to talk to an editor. I have to work with like, you know, I have to schedule this interview for some video I've been trying to make for like 4 weeks, right? Like I have all these other things to do. And it's not that I don't want to talk with you, but that was like the whole point of setting up the Discord server, so that all of you can chat with me in there. And we can set up threads and you can all like send me things like and show me things. And when I have time to read those threads, I can go back and like interact with you. But I can't handle the DMs because it's like a shotgun blast of notifications every morning. I kid you not. I have screenshots. Of getting like 25 to 50 DMs. I'd wake up and it's like 50 messages. How am I supposed to sort through all of that? I can't. It's too much to manage. I was losing like track of like what people were talking to me about. And like some of the information's important and some of it's not. The amount of DMs have quickly reached. That's the thing, and it like snuck up on me too. And that's the thing. It's like I didn't want to like say no, like because I was able before to like kind of like, okay, this person's bad, block them, get rid of them, right? But then just like I don't know, like it just incremented so quickly. The next thing I know, it's like, okay, well it's just 5 messages. Well now it's just 10. Well that's just 20. That's just 25, right? Like, and everybody sends like just 1 or 2 messages, right? So like on the other user side, and like to give like fairness to everybody else who's doing it, right? The 70% of people who have nothing but like the genuinely good like experience that they want to give me in those chats, right? Those people are usually only sending like 1 or 2 messages and they're like, oh, hey, how are you, right? Or how you been? Stuff like that, right? But then multiply it across like 10, 15 people and holy crap, now there's just like endless amounts of messages to go through. And now I don't know who's sending me something important. Now I don't know if it's just a hi, how are you message. I don't know if this person's trying to be creepy and weird with me, right? Like it just becomes this like this blender of like information and I couldn't handle it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. So I just like, I full stop on the DMs. There's like 4 people I DM now. If I don't see them pop up on my screen, I just ignore it at this point. And I just go to the server and I just try to tell everybody, go to the server, start a thread, open a thread with me, tag me in there, I'll get to you. If I miss your tag, just tag me again. But like the server is the way to go. I feel bad for doing it too, because like I thought I could handle it. I'm like, there's no way I'm ever gonna get that popular, right? Anyways, that was a pretty big crash out about my Discord DMs. Could you tell I was stressing me out a little bit? And like the thing is too, is I don't want to leave somebody unresponded to. I'm just getting like to points with people where I'd respond to them and my thing would be like always, oh shit, I left you on red. And like I would look back and I would read like my last 3 responses to them are, oh shit, I left you on red. I'm like, this is becoming a huge problem. Oh my goodness, somebody head pats in the chat. At least you all are understanding. At least you understand where I was coming from there. And like, these are the mistakes I think like a lot of content creators don't realize, like when they get started. Like, yeah, probably don't add every single person who wants to send you a friend, but you get excited about it, right? Like when you first get started, right? Like people are like watching your content, right? Like you're just starting to get like your first like dozen, maybe a couple hundred, and like, or even like in some circumstances on my channel, a couple of thousand views, right? People want to talk with you. People are interested. People want to see what's up, you know? That's normal. I think like I could have handled it way better. Yeah, top 5 surprising sword facts. Actually, I have a sword. There's your first fact. I don't have it with me though. It's in storage right now because like I said, I've been moving. So a lot of my stuff is in storage right now, but I do have a sword. It's real. It's very real. It's a cold steel blade. It is not a replica of anything. It is an actual functional sword. It is not a toy. I do not take it out of the sheath. I do not play with it. Used it a couple of times to cut some branches in my backyard just for funsies, but that's about it. Because like I said, it's a tool and you need to respect it because that thing will cut your freaking fingers off. It is ridiculously sharp. The only thing I do with it is sometimes I'll take it out and oil it just so it doesn't get rusty, and that's about it. Sword fact number 1, pointy. Hey, what are you supposed to do with this thing? It's the blood side you're supposed to hit them with. You mean I've been holding this thing upside down the whole time? No wonder why my hand hurts. Hold on, I actually have a picture of it. I have it in a scabbard, so I think that'll be more appropriate to show on live stream. Let me see if I can find a picture of the sword. Who did I send it to last? Somebody got it. Okay, wait, I found a picture of it. I'll send it. Oh, yes, it's in the scabbard, and I have an Ame for scale. Yay! Perfect. Okay, give me a second. I'll pull it up on stream. Okay, so here it is. This is the sword. And we have my Ame plush for scale, so now you understand how big the sword actually is. So this is a replica Roman gladius made by Cold Steel. It is functional. That's why it's in the scabbard. As I mentioned, I very rarely take it out of the scabbard. Only if I'm actually going to do something with it, or if I'm going to oil it and do a little bit of maintenance. Otherwise, I just very much just keep it in my closet. That's it. It is not a toy. It is not something you take out at a party and show your friends. It is definitely very dangerous. So this is actually considered a short sword, and there's a reason why I got this. There's a practical reason I bought this. So I'm disabled, right? So first things first, the Roman gladius is a pointy weapon, right? This is not a slashy, swinging fantasy sword that you're going to be blocking lots of hits, and you're going to be like, you know, in Lord of the Rings and having epic sword battles, like, and swinging multiple times, right? This is not that kind of weapon. So what this weapon's for is for poking people with. And there's two reasons for that, because, like, if somebody were to break in and I was sitting down and I couldn't get on my feet for some reason, well, it would be really easy for me to defend myself sitting down with a very short sword like this. That's number one. And number two, the other reason I got for it is, think about, like, what you use this weapon with. So what did the Romans use their weapons with? Well, they used it with tower shields, right? So this is a sword that was designed to be poked around the corner of things, like a shield, or a door frame, or a door, or a wall. And with it being solid black, and it would be the middle of the night, you might not necessarily see that I have a weapon like that to defend myself with. And being somebody who's not very mobile, that was my thought when I purchased it. So hopefully all of this makes sense. And this isn't even my primary, like, means of self-defense for my home. I also have a shotgun as well. It's just a regular hunting shotgun. It's a 12 gauge Mossberg Maverick 88. It's a 5/1 pump action. It's a decent shotgun. I'm not gonna pull up a picture of it on stream, but, you know, that's my primary self-defense. This is my backup. Ame will protect you. Ame's my third backup. Stick him, Ame! Get him! Rip their leg off! If the burglars grab the sword, they can play self-defense. If they grab... So here's the thing, that you may not have noticed in the photo. So let me see if I can zoom in on this part. Okay, so you see this, like, part right here, this little hole right here? I didn't have it in for this photo, because I was gonna do a new paracord for it. But what that is for is for you to put paracord in, and that is actually for a wrist wrap. And the reason why you want to do that is before you grab the handle of the sword, you would put your hand through it so it kind of goes in a loop, and you would wrap it around your wrist a few times so somebody can't grab the sword out of your hand. They can't take the weapon for you, and if they knock it out of your hand, well, you could still pick it back up because it didn't fly out of your hand. So, Red Snake, I promise you, as somebody who used to be in the military, I thought of all contingencies before purchasing this weapon. I knew exactly what I was getting it for. Looked into it very thoroughly. I was like, yes, this is perfect for me. This is exactly what I'll need to protect myself with. I'm sorry, the jump from the Gladius to shotgun is rather than pistol really caught me off guard. Hey, go big or go home, right? Hey, listen, this girl ain't messing around. You come into my house in the middle of the night. I don't have the means to really, like, give you a bunch of warnings or even properly protect myself, right? Like, I don't even, like, okay, all right, I'll tell you, like, what my loading configuration is. It's a little overkill. But like I said, I'm not messing around. If somebody breaks it in my house in the middle of the night, if I'm going to discharge all 6 of those rounds out of that shotgun, there is, unless you're wearing very, very good military grade body armor, you're probably not going to be okay after that encounter, because it's filled with 2 shots of birdshot, 2 shots of buckshot, and then the remaining rounds are slugs. So if the birdshot didn't get you, which was my deterrent shots, then the buckshot should get you. And if the buckshot for some reason didn't get you, I'm gonna pelt you with like 3 slugs at the end. And you should not get up after a slug hits you, unless you're wearing like really thick, like AR-15 grade body armor. And even then, even if you're wearing AR-15 body armor, I'd argue all your ribs would be shattered from 1 slug hitting you. I'd imagine it breaks something. Something was being broken. Bones are getting shattered at that force. You're not gonna walk away from it. It's not like, you know, like in Fallout 4, right? Where you get shot in the chest and you're like, oh, I'm good. I'm gonna take 2 or 3 more of those before I die. Or like, I got, all my ribs are shattered and now I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm alive, but I'm like on the ground like a turtle. It was Swiss cheese maker stick. Hey, that's a good name for it. I should name my shotgun Ame. That's great, actually. You know what? I might do that. Hi, my name is Rain. Have you met my friend Ame? Could you just imagine the shotgun racking too? Like, after you heard that, say hello to my little friend Ame. That would be so evil. I'm about to make it rain. Alright, that's unhinged. That would be the goofiest, like, one-liner, right? Like, could you imagine if I was in an action movie and I got up with the shotgun and I racked it? And I was like, it's about to rain. They did something like that at the end. I think it was Lethal Weapon or Lethal Weapon 2, right? Where, like, the bad guy was like, but I have diplomatic immunity. And Mel Gibson was like, it's just been revoked. And then he shoots him. Something like that, like, overly dramatic. It just started to rain. Bam! There you go. When it rains, it thunders. Bam! There you go. I like that. When it rains, it pours. Oh my goodness, that'd be too silly. I could see it, right? I could definitely see that being like for a goofy comedy movie, like an ending. I should do that. Like, I should do like a very low effort budget film with a campy, stupid ending like that. Just to be like not serious, not like how like Angry Video Game Nerd went to go make a movie and like actually tried to make a movie and it ended up being only okay. I was so excited for the Angry Video Game Nerd movie too. I don't know if anybody ever watched it. It's mediocre. If you like Angry Video Game Nerd, you'll get something out of the movie. If you don't know anything about Angry Video Game Nerd, you're gonna watch it and you're gonna be like, what the hell did I just watch? None of this made any sense. Why are we getting a video game from Area 51? When it rains, you get wet with blood. Oh, God. Well, Dan Olson also made AVGN videos that cover the movie. How are we all hitting all of these topics in one stream? I know, right? So AVGN is one of those YouTubers that I obviously, like so many people on YouTube, can go and call back to and be like, I watch them, and I'm like, I want to be a YouTuber too one day. I would say probably AVGN, Matt Pat. There's a good chunk of them. But probably AVGN and Matt Pat are like probably the two that I would like, especially Matt Pat's personality, the silly and the goofiness. Like, I really love that energy, and that's like the type of fun energy I try to bring to these live streams. Like, obviously I don't want to like copy Matt Pat, right? I love him, I respect him, which is why I don't want to just like be, you know, Matt Pat too, right? But I like the way he did things. I like the way he set up his shows. They were goofy, they were silly, they were fun. You went there to have a good time. They were serious sometimes, but even on his like more serious topics, like there was still an element of care and compassion put into all of their work. Tom Scott, yes, that's another good one. Tom Scott is great. Trying to think of like an older YouTuber that I haven't lost respect for, because unfortunately there's a longer list of people I've lost respect for and used to love. Oh, Linus Tech Tips is one of them. That is a YouTuber that I used to look up to, and I was like, yeah, I want to be cool like that someday, make lots of cool videos. Only to come and find out that they're really lame and they just don't put any effort into their actual work and they just care about money and views. That was disappointing. And like, if you're a YouTuber and you're in this business and you're in content creation, right, and you're doing live streams, right, like everybody cares about views and being successful to a certain degree. Even me, right? Even me doing this is fun and just starting to take it more serious, right? Like, even me to a certain degree cares, like, I care if my videos do well or not, right? Like, I don't want to put effort into something and it does poorly, right? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to like go up to the bat and swing 3 times and strike out, right? So, like, everybody cares to a certain degree, right? But, it's like, that is, like, way too over the top for me. It's like, that's the only thing you care about. It's like, can we get this video out so we can get views on it and make money? Oh, Markiplier. Oh, my goodness. Well, he hasn't retired, as far as I'm aware. I hope he hasn't retired. Markiplier is amazing. He's what got me into Doki Doki Literature Club. And he also got me into Oxygen Not Included. And what was the other game that I played from him that he played on his stream? There was one other one that I saw in his live stream, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, I have to play this game. I want to say... No, it's like a niche game. I want to say it was RimWorld, but I could be mistaken there. But definitely Oxygen Not Included, I saw in his live streams first. He has it, but he doesn't upload much. I just love... He's got such great comedic timing, Markiplier. Like, that's one of the things I really respect about him, and it's something I don't do as well with, like, with my improv. I don't have great comedic timing yet. It's something that I personally try to work on. I feel like sometimes my deliveries are way too rapid. But that's also because I work very much in improvisation, right? So like when a situation occurs, right, I have to make split decisions on what can or cannot be funny in the moment, right? So like when I'm reacting to something, there are several different ways that I could react to a situation, and I have to pick the way that I think is going to be the most funny in that moment. And there's no going back, right? Like when you're on live stream and you're trying to be entertaining for people, the joke lands or it doesn't. Is RimWorld a niche? It was when I like heard about it. Not anymore, I don't think. But Oxygen Not Included was super niche. Like I remember watching that on Markiplier's stream, and I'm like, what the hell is this super weird game they're playing? And what is a cycle? And why are there like 60 cycles already completed? I had so many questions. It was such a like, I was so curious about like what was going on. I had no clue what that game was about. But I was like, I want to play that. That looks fun. And then he was like, oh, I got an early copy of that game. And I'm like, damn, can't wait till that comes out. And then it did, and I bought it. Ambiguous Amphibian. Oh, I love him. That's where I heard about Kenshi for the first time. Or Solo. I started watching that. That was great. That's where I got a lot of the early beginner tips from for Kenshi on like how to grind it out. Oh, Trupin's another good one if you like Factorio content. Trupen. Trupin. They're really good. I love their videos. They're so funny. I don't usually engage in streams, let alone chat this much. Or even befriending people here because I need to interact people. Yeah, that makes sense. I get worried too about like what's gonna happen because like I already start seeing it. Like sometimes it doesn't happen as frequently, but sometimes the chat just flies by so quickly that I can't get to like. I feel like people get missed. Like if it gets to a point where I can't read anything except for like a cherry-picked comment I just happen to catch flying by. I'm not sure how I'm going to address it because I do want to keep like the general vibe of these streams going, but like, Gail, what happens if there's 50 people in here? What happens when there's 100 people in here? And even arguably, right? Like 100 people's not that bad, but what if 25 people wanted to chat? Let's say right now, like, cause like of the names that are on the screen right now, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, about like arguably 5 people that are chatting consistently right now. So of 10 people, 5 are chatting consistently. So if we're gonna use similar numbers, right? If we had 100 people, right? Well, we can argue that at least 25% of those people will be chatting. So at least 25 people will be chatting. If the chat is already starting to get a little bit flooded around 5 to 10 people, I can't even imagine what's gonna happen when 25 people, 50 people, 100 people all decide they want to chat at the same time. I usually listen to the stream while I'm doing something else. Yeah, there's people who do it for that too, but you know, like for the people who do want to interact and engage, like I do want to keep it engaging. I do want to keep ways to like keep the conversations going, but I haven't figured out a good way to solve that yet because like every big live streamer I watch, their chat is insane. You can't keep up with it. I think what I'll end up probably landing on is doing like members only modes. Or like subscriber only modes every once in a while where I'm just like, okay, we're cutting out the noise. It's like Rain's tight with the community, right? Like, so you have to be a subscriber for like at least a day or something like that, right? I don't know. I haven't thought of it yet because I don't like excluding people either. That's tough. It's a tough bridge to cross. We'll figure it out though. I'm sure you'll all give me feedback that makes sense. With the amount of memberships being gifted at this rate, it's not gonna matter much. I know. I get gifted so many members. It really does blow my mind. It really does. Like, I don't even know how to say thank you enough because honestly, when I set up these stupid memberships, I was like, nobody's gonna buy one of these things. Nobody's gonna buy a membership to Raid. This was a while ago. This was a long time ago. Memberships? Who's gonna want one of these? Oh, for my emojis? Oh, for my art that nobody watches either? I want to give you a mercy pack, but I live so far away, Saucy. Ah. I'm falling down from the rain cloud today. Ah. That sounds a little sad. Hopefully that's not... Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because that almost sounds like I'm sliding down the depression... into the depression pit. It's like, oh god, not the depression pit. I've been to the bottom many times. Thank you, and thanks to the person that gifted it to me. I'll be sure. It's probably either... Oh god, I don't even remember anymore. Oh, Mr. Pats with names, thank you for the head pats. I'm losing my membership, but I was going down the depression. Oh no! So you're getting hit twice. That's not great. That's what we call a double whammy. There's no bottom to the pit. I checked. Oh, good. Maybe I really didn't find the bottom then. Maybe I just thought I did and got out in time. Listen, if anybody's sliding down the depression pit, you just come over to Rain's Refuge in our Discord and you get yourself some head pats, okay? You will figure it out together. Bottomless pit inspector. That's all I'm doing. Listen, I'm not depressed. I'm just inspecting the bottom of this depression pit. Oh, that sounds so sad. That sounds so sad because now it sounds like you didn't even have a choice. You're like, yep. Sips on coffee. Ah, somebody's gotta be here, I guess. Wait, do you not know the bottomless pit inspector green text? It was AI generated, but it's actually a banger green text. Wait, no, I'm not familiar with it. Should read it? Alright, let me see if I can find it real quick. That'll be one of the ways we'll polish off this live stream. Alright, so what is it called? Bottomless pit. Green text. Let's go, let's try. Is it Bottomless Pit Supervisor? Is that the name of it? I just want to make sure I'm reading the right one. Yeah, Bottomless Pit Supervisor. Let me read it over real quick. Just let me make sure that's good for live stream. Just give it a once over. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I once it over, just real quick, just to make sure nothing stuck out of me is like kind of weird. I think we're good. I didn't like actually give it a read. I just kind of just like glanced it over. Okay, so this is what I found. So it says, BB, Bottomless Pit Supervisor, in charge of making sure the bottomless pit is, in fact, bottomless. Occasionally have to go down there and check if the bottomless pit is still bottomless. One day I go there and the bottomless pit is no longer bottomless. The bottom of the bottomless pit is now just a regular pit. Distress.jpg. Ask my boss what to do. He says, just make it bottomless again. I say, how? He says, I don't know, you're the supervisor. Rage.jpg. Quit my job. Become a regular pit supervisor. First day on the job. Go to the new hole. It's bottomless. Oh, God. Oh, peeps, it's good to have you here. I hope to see you again soon. I'm probably gonna wrap up anyways. It's time for me. I didn't even eat breakfast this morning. If I'm being real with everybody, I forgot to eat breakfast again. I had like 2 cups of coffee and somebody was like, hey, do you want to join in on this like voice chat? I'm like, sure. Then I forgot to eat breakfast. Remove the bottom. Go eat breakfast? Well, yeah, but now it's not breakfast anymore. Technically, it's brunch. It's not quite breakfast. It's not quite lunch, but it's gonna be a meal. Go eat breakfast. Uh-oh, I'm getting in trouble now. Go eat your ramen or something. Oh god, if I eat another bowl of that, I'm gonna die. Listen, without getting into the particulars, I'm just gonna say this. It's the experience is fire. Literally, all the way through. In every sense of the word. It is fire. All the way through. Through and through. That's all I gotta say about that. It's great though, I love it. It's so good. Terrible lines up in the bottom of your pit. You know, somebody's gonna just be like, you know, you can just scratch out the pit. She's like, you almost had me there. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Alright, I should probably go eat. That line is more coded, to be honest. Oh, God. Okay, alright. I think this is probably a good time to end the live stream. I am going to be on live stream again tomorrow, so 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be playing the horse girl game again, so if anybody liked the Uma Pretty Derby game, we're going to be playing that on live stream. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no. Tomorrow we're doing Pokemon. Sorry, I was wrong. Tomorrow we're doing Pokemon. Sorry. So tomorrow we're going to do Pokemon again. So if you want to watch Pokemon, I'm going to be playing Pokemon on live stream tomorrow. But before I go, I just wanted to say a very special thank you to everybody who's been so generous recently, who has been gifting me YouTube memberships, even though YouTube's been kind of cheap on them recently and hasn't been actually giving them to people. Anybody who's been supporting me on Ko-Fi, who has been sending super chats or has purchased something from my store. From the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you so much. Your individual contributions are what help keep my dreams alive and what help improve the quality of the content we all enjoy. But with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining me on this live stream, and I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.